Hi, this is Lauren from LSP Actions, and in this very short tutorial I'm going to show you how you can quickly make a subject selection if needed when adding textures. That's if you're using an older version of Photoshop. This will not work on Photoshop Elements, but if you're using CS5, CS6, this is a really quick way you can select your subject. So I'm just going to go ahead on the actions and play the CS to PSE, because remember, if you're not using CC, do not use the CC actions. CS to PSE, dark, mid to dark background applicator to choose the texture. If this is the first video you're watching, please do watch video number 1 at least, where I show you how to get everything set up. And I'm going to go ahead and choose the texture. Let's use a dark texture for this image. Beautiful shot by Anna Brandt. So I'm just going to resize this texture over the whole image. It's entirely up to you how you would like to display the textures. Again, please watch the full video tutorials. The action will play out, but you'll notice your subject is not selected. So the texture is going over your subject. Now what you can do is you can select a black brush and you can paint the texture away from your subject's skin like this. But I'm going to show you how you can make a quick selection. So you come up here where it's the magic wand tool, hold this down and select quick selection tool. Click your main image and you can start rubbing this over your main image, and you'll see it's picking up a selection quite nicely. I'm going to turn off the texture for now just so we can see what we're selecting. So I'm going to select this whole image. Beautiful shot by Anna Brandt. Just like this. Anywhere I don't really want the texture to be coming over. If you've accidentally gone over a little bit more, like I did then, you can click undo, or you can hold down Alt to further kind of refine that texture by taking areas away. So you can see I'm just rubbing this over, taking the mouse on and off to select as much as I can, and holding down Alt to kind of refine that selection further, any areas like this. And then to kind of, if you want to kind of figure out where the hair is, add the texture a little, the selection a little bit better around the hair, you can come up here onto the select menu and go on to select and mask. I'm on CC, so it probably, I think it's select and something else, but anyway, the select option here on select, if that makes sense. Refine edge tool, that's the one. So select refine edge. I'm having to kind of work around a little bit here, and we can kind of pop that radius up a little bit there, and you will notice the brush has been selected. So I'm just going to make this little brush a bit bigger. This is the refine edge tool, and you can sweep this around the hair and any kind of fluffy areas, like say for example around the edge of this this stuffer here. Just come around the edge and you can see that it's done a really nice job of actually picking up the hair there, and hit OK. And you'll see this has refined the selection even further. So you can come back onto your texture, hit the layer mask with a black brush selected, make sure you're on brush, and you can start painting this now, and you will see it's actually taking, it's just keeping the painting within the selection, including the hair. So that's just kind of a little way that you can make a really nice selection using Photoshop CS5 or CS6. Unfortunately this does not work for versions of Elements. I'm just going to go on the fader paint a little bit, and I'm also going to, just while we're on this image, lift the background up by coming on the lift and brighten. You don't need intensify or anything for this one. On lift and brighten you can double click, and this will bring up your levels menu, and you can lift this even further if you really wanted to, for example like this, just to make the background, the texture match the image more, because this background was quite dark, so that way it actually blends a lot nicer. I'm going to go on the fader paint as well with a white brush, and I'm just going to fade in around here. Let's take that opacity down a little bit. There, so before and after. So that's a nice way to make a good selection of your subject if you're using manually adding by using Photoshop CS5 and CS6. So just a little tip from me, and I hope that helps. I'm Lauren, thanks for watching.